This pale block does something the other moss doesn't do. I'm going to show you how to get and use pale moss and pale moss carpet. Pale moss and pale moss carpet generate naturally in the pale garden. It is a much paler color than the regular moss, but it is very similar except for one thing. Pale moss carpet will grow up the side of any block, up to about 1 2/3 blocks high. If you would like to pick up some pale moss or pale moss carpet, you can use a hoe, which is pretty much instant, but you could use your fist if you want. It's a bit slower, but you don't need any tools for it. You can also buy pale moss from a wandering trader. This one happens to have pale moss. For 1 emerald, you get 2 pale moss blocks. When you use bone meal on pale moss, it will spread, and it can spread to any of these blocks here. This is coarse dirt, but it also does include regular dirt. Now, this is for both Java and Bedrock editions. Now, there are some differences, and I'll get to that in a moment. So all you need to do is do this, and as you can see, grass is growing on top. It has spread to all of these. Let me just uncover that. That has now been covered, and there we go. They've all been changed into pale moss. In Java Edition, mud and muddy mangrove roots will also be converted over. So let's place that here, and bone meal. There we go. It has been covered, as you can see right there. In Bedrock Edition, the polished varieties of granite, diorite, and andesite will also be changed. But since I'm in Java Edition doing this, as you can see, nothing happens to them. You can plant pretty much all plants on pale moss. So here is a sapling. This is flowering azalea, and here's a cornflower, so you can place those on there. Bamboo also right there, and of course sugarcane requires water next to it. You can also plant the fungi that you get from the nether, but if you try to place a mushroom on, it won't unless the light level is below 12. Cacti will not be plantable, nor will small drip leaf. Pale moss block can be used to craft pale moss carpet. Both can also be composted. If you're using pale moss block, there's a 65% chance that it will be raised by 1 level. If you're using the carpet, there's only a 30% chance that it will raise the level of the composter. One possible use of the carpet is to cover lights. That will give you some light, and you won't even see it, which is very convenient for hiding light sources. Now, if we take a look at pistons, these are regular pistons. If we press the button there, it will break both of them. If we look at sticky pistons, exactly the same thing happens. Sticky pistons will not interact with these blocks like other blocks. How would you use pale moss? Let me know in the comments below. Check out the video on the left to learn more about the pale hanging moss. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.